Hello, guys. Welcome back to the next episode of the G&A podcast. I am Drooby and this is.
So, Roni,
And today we are here to cover the fall 2019 season preview. This is
yep,
what this
this
is.
is the
Yes.
season preview guide. For those of you who are not familiar with this podcast, basically we go run through the new season of anime coming out, and as we give our synopsis of the shows, we're going to give our opinions, and we'll also pick 6 shows to
Yes.
cover in our podcast. We cover these shows that we pick weekly, every week, every usually around Tuesday evening Eastern Standard Time. We come out with an episode of the G&A podcast where we cover the 6 shows or 7 shows, but we'll get into that a little bit later. The 7 shows of the season, 6 of us are chosen by ourselves, and the 7th show you guys can vote on if you're patrons. So if you're a patron, look forward to that poll. Actually, should be up already to vote on what show you want us to cover for this anime season.
Yes. Now, without any further delay, let us start. I think I will start us off.
Mm-hmm.
So let's begin with actors, song connection. Oh, by the way, we're reading off the list from anychart.net.
Right.
So shout out to Anychart. Right, actors, song connection by Drive. The story of the franchise centers on the everyday lives of students and teachers at the private Amaka Academy, a school established for the large university's town group Slive Central.
Slice Central. And who was the company that did it? Drive? Drive has done nothing. This is their first production. I don't know if they're like an offshoot of another company or what, but this is their first attempt at an anime, so...
Looks like it's going to be a train wreck.
Okay, we're starting off spicy. I'm going to be safely assume that we're not watching this one.
Not at all.
Good luck to you, Drive. May you blossom.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong.
I can't wait till everyone comes back in midway through the season. Like, oh my god, you're not watching actors, songs connection? That's the fucking abyss, lost made in the abyss of this season. We always miss one big show. Anyway.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Africa No Salaryman. That does not sound offensive. Africa No Salaryman is the comedy manga follows a lion, toucan, and lizard as they live in the lives of office workers in a capitalist society in Japan, while also dealing with their unique situations as animals living beyond the savannah and the food. Sounds Animal Farm as fuck.
But is it bad that I kind of want to watch it? I'm not saying we have.
It does look interesting.
I feel like this could be this could be like the Joshikose / Centaur's Live.
There was that one anime that had like, yeah, that was like that. It had like this panda that was like a working panda, and every day she would go to the club and sing metal songs or something. It feels like that type of show.
Oh, you mean Gretsuko?
Is it Gretsuko? It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like it'd just be silly. Unless I don't know how you feel about this.
I will check this out on my own time, but unless people are voting for it, it does not have my vote.
Okay.
This season's too good to be experimental in.
Fair enough. Alright, let's move on to Ahiru no Sora by Dio Media. He's short, weak, and has just transferred to a new school. Kurumatani Sora is the main character in the story who loves basketball. He has been shooting hoops ever since he was little and has been trying to grow tall just like his mother, who used to be a basketball player. Well, that is the mother, not the father. What has happened to her and what Sora is going to do at the new school is all up to you to find out.
He's gonna drop out and play soccer. Written by M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
Dion Media did our favorite show, Domestic Not Kanajo. They also did Chio-chan, and I don't remember if you remember Boku no Kanajo ga Bitch. They did that as well.
Yes.
But yeah, I like Dion Media. I like their art style. I'm not a fan of basketball, and I am not a fan of basketball anime.
Yeah, ditto, what he said.
All right then.
So let's move on. Oh no, that's you up next.
I
Let's
have
read the whole thing.
please. I have Assassin's Pride by EMT Squared. The series takes place in the world where only those from noble families have the mana to be able to fight against monsters. Kufa is a noble born to a duke's family who is sent to tutor a young woman named Merida. It turns out that Merida has no talent with mana. Kufa is secretly instructed to assassinate her. Actually, that sounds pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I
well,
like assassins.
I'm glad someone thinks so.
Assassins are cool. I like assassins. This company didn't really do anything noticeable. They've done a lot of shit.
Bokun.
Oh, wow, damn, you're right. Underrated as hell.
Yeah, word.
Everything else is kind of just nah.
Oh, they did the Kumamiko special.
They didn't do Kuamiko, just the specials.
Just the specials.
Didn't do the show, just the specials. All right, well, I'll put this as a maybe. Maybe.
Wait, hold on. I'm like, they did something called Udanchi Koko. So wait, whoa, hold on. I need to,
oh, this is about to be. Oh, I see what you're saying.
That is for later. And let's move on to Azur Lane by B Birdie, anime based on the mobile game Azur Lane.
Yes. So for those of you who are not familiar with Azur Lane, it is a mobile game, as the synopsis suggests. It's a waifu collector game.
It is, which is why I could care less about this anime.
All right.
This is why not only is this a mobile game anime, it's by a no-name.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the company that this is doing just doesn't do anything. But
like, so it's like, oh wow, I
really
don't care.
In my defense, I love Azur Lane, so I'm obviously biased on this case.
Yes.
The trailer looks good.
The trailer looks good, and I know once we're gonna get into it, all those cool fighting sequences are gonna be like 5 seconds, and then
I will fight for this. This is the one show I will fight for. Matter of fact, I'm taking off Assassin's Pride because I'm not gonna fight for that as much. I'm gonna fight for Azur Lane, but guys, you know what? We'll talk about it later when we get into the last part of the podcast. Let's continue.
Mm-hmm. You're up next, my friend.
Is it? All right.
Yep.
Babylon, not the one you're thinking about, by Riverroot. The suspense story centers around Zem Sasaki, a prosecutor with the Tokyo District Public Prosecutor's Office. While investigating the illegal acts by a certain pharmaceutical company, Sasaki stumbles upon a conspiracy over an election to an autonomous new zone established in western Tokyo.
So Riverroot has done literally nothing except for Fully.
All these studios coming out here with their like little experience trying to make a name for themselves.
Yeah, which, you know, I'm not mad at them. But yeah, I don't really have any kind of, I don't feel any type of way about this.
We're already watching a show called Babylon. I don't need 2 shows called Babylon. That's just confusing.
Yes, I agreed. Let's move on to more furry things.
Oh, very furry.
Yeah, Beastars by Orange. In a world populated by anthropomorphic animals, I don't know if I said that right, herbivores and carnivores coexist with each other. For the adolescents of Cherryton Academy, school life is filled with hope, romance, distrust, and uneasiness. The main character is Legoshi the Wolf, a member of the drama club. Despite his menacing appearance, he has a very gentle heart. Throughout most of his life, he has always been an object of fear and hatred by other animals, and has been quite accustomed to that lifestyle. But soon he finds himself becoming more involved with his fellow classmates who have their own share of insecurities, and finds his life in school changing slowly.
Not only is this furry as fuck,
Oh,
this is
this
is CG. It's pure CG. It's very bad CG.
Oh, like, first of all, this all made me feel. This reading the synopsis made me feel very uncomfortable.
It's furry high school CG. So I'm sure there's like 1 or 2 people out there who's just like nutting everywhere right now over this like amalgamation of fetishes.
Yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely. I was like,
So
this is when I
this
think
show
of
is for
the
you, my friend. Enjoy.
yeah, the one person out there who likes this. I hope you get all that you want out of it. See, this is like the opposite of a centaur's life.
You know that game, The Wolf Among Us.
Yeah.
It's like that, but like a really bad fanfic version. Like a really bad fanfic spin-off of that. No,
God.
not watching that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
What we are watching is Boku no Hero Academia Season 4 by Bones, the fourth season of Boku no Hero Academia. I don't think Boku no Hero Academia or Bones needs any introduction.
Yep.
We're just, obviously, we saw the other seasons. We're going to watch this one.
Yep, it's really good. Like it's been from the beginning.
Yes.
Um nope. Can't that segue does not work. I'm just gonna go to the next one. Bokutachi wa Benkyou ga Dekinai 2 by Studio Silvers and Arvo Animation. This is the second season of Bokutachi wa Benkyou ga Dekinai.
We saw the first season actually on the podcast.
We did it. But apparently, Oni isn't going to fight as hard for this. Apparently,
all right. So we don't. Yes, gun waifus are more important. Well, both waifus, but
whatever.
like I really like the first season. But there's so many sequels in this season that we're watching already. That of all the sequels we're watching, I think this is the weakest one. So I'm just gonna leave it as a maybe for now. Correct.
Yeah. It's really weird that this anime got a second season. I honestly did not ask for it, but
but we liked it.
We did like it. It's just like I didn't care enough for a second season.
It's not Kaguya-sama or like Joshikose or something like that.
Right? Exactly. All right. So, oh wait, no, that's
me. Yeah. We have Chihaya Furu Season 3 by Madhouse, the sequel to Chihaya Furu Season 2, the third season of Chihaya Furu series, announced by the voice actors at the Chihaya Furu in Amara Week event. It's a fun show. I saw Season 1.
What is this show about? Is this ping pong?
No, it's that game where you flip the cards over, kind of like matching cards almost. It's just like card flipping.
Yeah. All I know is that they look really pretty.
They look extremely pretty, and it's pretty good characters and stuff. But I will tell you now, if anyone's interested in watching Chihaya Furu, it's very beautiful. It can be very boring. It's super boring if you don't like characters. Like, if you don't like characters just talking to each other for 20 minutes, you're going to be bored out of your brains, because there's not much action going on ever.
I mean, well, people like Death Note, so it should be fine.
Oh, well, I'm going to pretend you did not say that.
Bullet,
Shots fired. The opinions of Drew do not reflect the opinions of G&A Podcast. Half of G&A Podcast loves Death Note, so let us move on.
I don't hate that though. It's just, deep down, a lot of you guys know I'm right.
Direct all your comments towards Drew, not G&A as a whole.
I didn't say it's bad. I'm just saying it's very. There was an episode where we just saw two people walking.
There was 2 episodes where we just saw 2 people walking. Thank you very much.
2 episodes. Thank you.
It was a 2-parter.
Up next, we have Chojin Kokosei Tachi wa Isekai domo yoyu de ikinuku you desu.
I was wondering when the Isekai would show up.
Yep, and here it is by project number 9. 7 high school students that got caught in an airplane accident wake up in a middle-aged like fantasy different world where magic and beastmen Jujin exist, but they do not panic at their current situation. They build a nuclear plant in a world without electricity. They control the economy of a large city in a short work trip. And finally, for their benefactors' sake who are suffering from the misgovernment, they declare war on the evil nobles. So, none of them is a normal high school student. Each of them are superhuman high school students that stand at the top of politics, economics, science, and medicine. It's a story of a dream team that possesses Earth's greatest wisdom and technology that, without any self-restraining, bring a revolution to a different world with over technology.
This sounds leaning into the isekai power trip power fantasy hard, trying to make slime look.
They're not even trying to hide it at this point.
Slime is blushing at this description right now. Like, oof,
right?
You seem OP as fuck. You made a nuclear power plant in a fantasy world.
Exactly. Overlord is just like, ooh, it's like cringing.
Yeah. All right, guys, we gotta stop. This is just getting silly at this point.
Yeah. Like I thought it was cool. I liked the design of the characters at first, but then it's just like, yeah, there's just.
This is gonna be either this is gonna be a really stupid fun show because it just say comedy, or it's gonna be like the biggest circle jerk of the season where they're just gonna blow each other like, oh, you're so great, oh, we're so
oh my god, we did this, we did that,
we killed all these stupid orcs, yes. So that's what I will check out an episode on my own time. But let us move on, because we have to talk about Shouboutai Hatsu Boy by Studio Dean. Oh boy. Boys and Studio Dean, my favorite things. The story centers around Mizuki Hijiri, a high school girl who just transferred schools. After her new school, she has a fateful encounter with boys suffering from chunibyo, adolescent delusions of grandeur. There's Noda, who dreams to become a hero. The tragically handsome otaku Takashina, who only likes 2D girls. Nakamura, the supposedly reincarnated angel or devil. And the self-professed string puller Tsukimo. And it is a comedy by Studio Dean. I'm gonna admit, kind of like the premise.
I really do like the premise. I do.
And the art is kind of cute.
I do. And it's by Studio Dean. Studio Dean.
I will never forget Studio Dean for what they did to Umineko.
But they did do Konosuba too.
For every Umineko, there's a Konosuma.
Exactly.
Studio Dean is the most inconsistent studio of all time. Did they also do Log Horizon? Or am I thinking of something else?
Yes, they did.
Oof.
And they also did
Korewa Zombie Dusk. They are good with comedies.
Yes, and they did Super Lovers, which isn't actually a reason.
And
why.
they did Fate Stay Night 2007.
Let's not talk about that. They did Sakamoto Desuka.
Either way, this is Studio Dean. You know, you can it's 50-50. If this appeals to you, you can watch it. I don't want to take a chance on it. Drew, do you want to take a chance on it?
I'm going to put it as a maybe for now.
Alright, we'll leave this as a maybe then. And we'll move on to, is this me or you?
This is me, okay. Fairy Gone by Payworks. It is the second core of Fairy Gone.
Fairy? I was about to say, Fairy, get the hell out of here, because we ain't want.
Oh, this is literally straight from. Well, not straight from season 2. Yeah, okay. I'm just skimming through the original premise from season 1. I'm like, yep, still doesn't sound like something I'd want to watch.
No. But you know what we do want to watch? We are going to watch Fate Grand Order Zetai Maju Sensen Babylonia. This anime will adapt the 7th Singularity Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia story from the game following the success of the Camelot Singularity. Ritsuka Fujimura and Mosh Kirielite are assigned to the last Singularity in the Grand Order Initiative in ancient Babylonia. 2500 BCE, they embark on a mission to secure humanity's survival. Upon arrival, they learn that the three gods have threatened Uruk, the Babylonian city ruled by King Gilgamesh. Ritsuka and Mosh must work together to fend off the invasion of mysterious beasts in Uruk under Gilgamesh's orders, while investigating the true nature of the three gods' actions against humanity. But still unknown to Ritsuka, an ancient entity is slowly rising from its slumber.
It really bothers me that they refer to the MC as Ritsuka.
Oh, yeah, that totally is going to throw me off when I'm watching the show.
You just couldn't call him Gudao.
Yeah, just stick with his name.
His
non-canon name.
Girl.
Yes. Also, Cloverworks has done Persona 5, which, even though I wasn't a huge fan of Persona 5, the anime,
oh yeah, now I remember.
I did like the style. I thought it was very stylistic, which gives me high hopes for the animation. They did Neverland, which is very good, obviously, and they did Bunny Girl Senpai. So I'd say they have an excellent resume.
They also did Dakaretai Otoko each.
Oh God.
Unosarete imasu.
Oh.
You didn't hate that show.
I did not hate that show, but it started off on a really bad note.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, I just triggered myself.
So, then at least we know they can do fan service too. So hopefully that means we get some good spicy scenes from Babylonia. Obviously, we're watching this. By the way, guys, if you're a $5 patron or you're a sponsor on YouTube or a subscriber on Twitch, you can watch this show along with us. It's going to air 11 days from now, so you have until then. Well, even if you become one afterwards. But anyway, 11 days from now, we're going to start watching this together with our patrons. So if you want to watch the show with us, make sure you, if you can afford it, consider becoming a patron so you can watch it alongside us.
Yeah. And up next we have gotcha games that we won't be looking at.
I'm already disappointed enough whenever I open my browser. I don't need to watch the anime too.
Grand Blue Fantasy, the animation season 2 by MAPPA. The second season of Grand Blue Fantasy announced October 15th, 2017. First of all, the fact that it came out so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, and it's like, damn, it came out so long and I already know it's going to be bad.
The animation looks really bad. It looks like it was animated. It looked like a fan project when I was watching the trailer. Like, oh, this is a really nice fan-made trailer.
Wow, that bad?
It's pretty bad. It looks very generic-y. It looks like it belongs from 2005. Like, if this came out in 2005, I'd be like, pretty decent looking.
But that's what doesn't make any sense to me. Because this is MAPPA. The same people who did Kagegurui.
I know, but...
Dororo.
And Vinland Saga. But they...
And Yuri! Nice!
Grand Blue Fantasy apparently is not dumping all their gacha money into the anime. They're too busy making their other games, their fighting game and their action-adventure game. So this is like a side thing. Also, the story is not that... the main story in Grand Blue Fantasy isn't really amazing. It's a great game, but not for the story.
That is a debatable statement.
The one thing that this anime has going for it is there's Vera and Orchid in this season, but whatever.
Okay, moving on. Yeah, this is you.
We have Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise by Sunrise, the sequel to Gundam Build Divers. I swear one day I'll watch Gundam Build, but that day won't be today or tomorrow or the rest of this year.
Or the rest of this lifetime for me. Why Gundam Build Divers specifically?
Well, not specifically Gundam Build Divers, but like the Gundam Build sub-franchise of Gundam shows is really interesting. Because it's like, I figure it's what I want. It's just robots fighting each other. Like, kids collecting Gundams and using them to fight other kids' Gundams. So Gundam without the politics and just a bunch of cool robots fighting.
You know, a lot of people have told you to just watch Blood Orphans, which you should. I feel like, because they're almost each episode, there's like a mech fight. It's not mech fight. It's very like, it seems amazingly simple to the point where I'm like, was everything else super complicated?
It's not that super complicated. It's just that it's boring. And besides, if I watch anything Gundam related, it will never be better than G Gundam. So what's even the point?
Oh well, this one's cool because it's like young. It's literally like kids. They're also. Unfortunately,
is there a Mexican Gundam? Is there a Mexican Gundam with a sombrero? If there isn't, I ain't better than G Gundam.
So next we have Hokage Kemono Michi by Engi Studios. This story follows vast wrestler Genzo Shibata, who likes all kinds of animals and creatures. One day he is summoned to another world where a princess asks him to help kill magical beasts, but he gets mad and puts her in a German suplex. Instead, he begins life as a pet shop owner in the other world.
Yes. This is the same person who did Konosuba, so it's gonna be fun.
So this is like I don't know, but this is like the first. This is the first anime of this company. I've never seen them
Yeah.
ever,
Yeah.
ever.
Let me. I have more faith in the source material than I do in the animation studio.
Yeah.
So I want to give it a try,
It
and we
didn't
need a
look. It
comedy
didn't
this
look.
season.
Yeah, it didn't look so awful.
It's worth a try, guys. If you need a comedy, at least give this one a try. The trailer looked great and has Konosuba's humor. And if you haven't seen Konosuba, go watch it. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
But till then, let us talk about High Score Girl 2.
It's in English, girl.
I keep reading it as High School Girl. High Score Girl 2 by JC Staff, the second season of High Score Girl.
Didn't you watch this?
No, I didn't like the animation or the art style. I heard people loved it, though.
Yeah, those eyes.
They creep me out, right? Like how spaced out they are. They're just weird.
Yeah, they all look dead inside.
The art style does not do it for me, but I have heard good things, so...
Understandable. So let us move on to Honzuki no Gekkokujo. Shisho ni naru tame ni wa shiran o eranderaremasen.
Wait, can you say that again, please?
By Eiji Ado. Whew. Urano, a bookworm who had finally found a job as a librarian at a university, was sadly killed shortly after graduating from college.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, right? That sucks. She was reborn as the daughter of a soldier in a world where the literacy rate is low and books were scarce. No matter how much she wanted to read, there were no books around. What is a bookworm to do without any books? Make them, of course. Her goal is to become a librarian, so that she may once again live surrounded by books. She must start by making them herself. I'm not reading the rest of this.
Just the twist is that after she succeeds and becomes a librarian, she dies again immediately. It's like a Twilight Zone episode. Oh, I don't know what to say about that. That's just, let me see the studio. They did a little bit of, they did Isekai Mao, but other than that, nothing really important.
The anime style is, yeah. Besides Isekai Mao, nothing else I see here that grabs me. God, whoa, they did a lot of old
Yeah,
stuff.
they did some older shows. And the art style in the thumbnail looks kind of old, like oldish.
Yeah.
So, maybe it might be interesting.
Too bad I will never find out.
You'll never know. Let us move on to Hoshiai no Sora by 8-Bit. The story revolves around the coming of age of boys in junior high school's soft tennis team, which is on the verge of shutting down. A sports drama. No. I've never seen it. I don't think there's any sports drama that I'm a fan of.
Same.
It's the thing I've never gotten
Yeah.
into.
All I know is that a bunch of sporty weebs they will literally die for Kuroko no Basket.
Yeah, no, there's so many.
Came out, they were like, "No, I will actually lay down my life for this show."
There's so many people I know who don't watch anime, and they're just like, I'm watching Kuroko no Basket, and I'm like, oh, you watch anime? This is our anime. It's Kuroko no Basket. It's different. I'm like, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, girl.
Rich.
Damn. We were both thinking it, but you didn't have to say it. Fuck. Next we have Hokago Saikoro Club by Litten Films. Kyoto in spring. Aya is a high school girl who's moved to a new town. Miki is her shy classmate and her first friend. One day after school, Aya and Miki follow the committee president, Midori, to a specialty board game store, the Dice Club. Without thinking, they try out a German board game together. These girls, who are searching for fun, soon fall into exciting world of games. This sounds like an Oni anime.
It does sound like an Oni anime. I'm totally watching this.
Doing nothing, I know.
Yes, girls just playing board games. Yes. I hope they play Monopoly so that they can just fight each other. Just like,
I'm just like,
start
let me know when to get to
boxing.
that episode.
I will. Yeah, I will definitely watch an episode or two of this, but we're not covering it on the podcast because I think Drew would literally kill himself. We're gonna go watch this every episode.
I would literally have to drink, stimulate my brain somehow, just to get myself through the episode.
Alright, let's move on to Kabukicho Sherlock. Ooh, that's a nice name. By Production IG. The east side of Shinjuku Ward, in the center of this chaotic neighborhood, the neon-lit Kabukicho district is expanding. Where light shines, there are also deep shadows. The curtain rises on the night stage where bizarre murders occurred. Is it the suspense? Wait, is this suspense? No. Comedy? An indistinguishable drama is about to begin. Well, it's a mystery. I was so tempted to do that while I was reading it. Glad you were immature enough to fill that gap in my life.
You're welcome.
I like the name. I don't like anything else.
Yeah. I was like shadows and lights and yeah, okay, cool. It's a comedy, but it's a mystery and a comedy, so that's...
I don't know how that works. It's like a murder mystery comedy.
That's cute. So I guess someone will let us know how it is.
Let us know how it is in the comments.
Yes. Next up is Kaiju Step Wanda Bada. What the fuck did I just say?
Wanda Baba.
By Usagi.O. Oh. The kaiju of the Ultraman series are not just enemies defeated by heroes. Each has their own special powers, looks, and characteristics which make them all unique. These characters are popular along with the Ultra heroes. The main characters of Kaiju Step are the little kaiju. The characters are designed as though the popular kaiju in the Ultraman series have become little kids. The story is set in the little planet where the unique little kaiju try new things, meet new friends, and portray each of their little first steps.
Alright, I think I'm gonna have to take off Boku no Hero Academia because we're definitely watching this.
Shut up.
Next up, we have Kanagawa Jet Girls by TNK. It's another Oni anime. Kanagawa, Marvelous, and Egg Firm announced on Friday, just last Friday, they announced that they're developing a new project titled Kanagawa Jet Girls. They're like, fuck it, let's work on it over this weekend, and we'll have it ready.
We'll have episode ready.
Ready in a weekend. I'm watching it because it has tan girls in it, and there's sporty girls, and they're like super hot, and they're jet skiing, and there's water everywhere. I'm totally watching this shit. Don't judge me, but we're not covering it on the podcast.
It's too late. Getting ready to read this title. Next up is Keshicho Tokumubu Tokushu Kyokuhan Taisaku Shitsu Dai Nanaka Tokunana.
What is grammar?
I don't know. Set in a different Tokyo in a different world than ours, the story follows Tokunana, a unit of assembled misfits in the Metropolitan Police Department. Tokunana battles against Nine, an organization committing crimes in their zealous worship of the dragons that once roamed the world.
Somehow the description was less than the title of the show.
Right?
Less wordy.
It had me. It was like, okay, normal, and then zealous worship of the dragons.
Yeah,
the world.
So
like,
close. So close. Yeah. So close to just being normal. You had to go to dragon worshippers. Alright. We have Kono Oto Tomade 2 by Platinum Vision, the second core of Kono Oto Tomade. I did not see the first core. Did you?
Fuck no.
Alright then.
Up next we have Kono Yusha ga ore tue kuse ni shinchou sugiru. The goddess Rista. The goddess Rista. The goddess Rista. Oh, I don't like that name. Summons a hero to help her hard mode video game. Help her what?
This is another one of those descriptions.
No.
What is
me.
grammar?
Stop tricking me into having a stroke. The goddess Ritsa summons a hero to help her something hard mode video game like world.
Say that 3 times fast.
The hero Seiya is exceptional in every way, but he is incredibly cautious to the point of buying 3 sets of armor, one to wear, a spare, and a spare for the spare. Sounds like me in Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And going full power against weak slimes. Just
Oh, this sounds like you in everything. So I think this show is just a biography about Drew.
No, because my biography would never have such a god awful fucking typo.
Rista summons a hero to help her hard mode game like war. I don't know what you were going for, but
oh, to help her heart. Oh, this is still a very bad sentence. I think I can make sense of it. It's like all that was describing her world to help her hard mode video game like world. Very grammatically.
To help her hard mode video game like world what? Like exist?
No. To help she's summoning the hero to help the world, and she's describing the world as hard mode video game like. That's all one giant fucking modifier. Which is
that's not how English works. That's how Japanese works. That's how English works.
Exactly, that is exactly how Japanese works.
You can't just throw all these modifiers in front of. Oh, that hurts my brain. Anyway, let's talk about Marimashita Iruma-kun by Bandai Namco Pictures. Suzuki Iruma has just been abandoned and sold to a demon by his irresponsible parents. Surprisingly, the next thing he knows, he's living with demons who have adopted him as his new grandson, and has been, now I'm having a stroke, and has been transferred into a school in the demon world where his new demon grandfather works as their principal. Thus begins his cowardly Iruma-kun's extraordinary school life among the otherworldly as he faces his true self, takes on silent challenges, and rises to become someone great. Words.
Man, I wish this seemed like it was gonna be cooler.
It sounds fun from the description.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, yeah.
It looks low budgety and not as fun as I thought it would. I'll probably watch an episode.
Yeah, see, let me know how that turns out.
Well, we won't cover it, yeah.
Up next, we have Nanatsu no Taizai, Kamigami no Gekirin, the 3rd season of Nanatsu no Taizai, which is the 7 Deadly Sins.
Check it out on Netflix.
Yep. Yep, and that's where I will be watching it if I decide to watch it.
Mm-hmm. But until then, we have No Guns Life by Madhouse. After the war, there are many extends in the city, people whose bodies were modified to make them into dangerous weapons. Inui Juzo is one of them, and he has no memories of his life and body before his head was transformed into a gun. Strangely enough, his gun is designed so that only someone behind him can pull the trigger. Juzo makes a living by taking on cases involving extends in the city, and is assisted by Mary, an intelligent young woman that is taken under check. The only reason I'm not laughing out so hard for this right now is because I saw the trailer and it's even more ridiculous in the description. Because it looks like this is not a comedy. This is just a straight action drama sci-fi show.
He literally just has a gun for a
and
head.
He just has like a pistol for a head.
I'm just like playing in the background. Can you hear?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you're watching the trailer?
I am skimming through it. I have to.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Like anytime he shows up on screen, it's just like all tension is lost. I'm like, dude, you have a gun for a head. There's no way I'm taking this shit seriously.
It's not even like, oh my god.
It's so distracting. It is so distracting. So no. We'll pass.
Oh my god, okay.
No, see, now that show's gonna be the one, because it's by Madhouse and Super. That show's gonna be the one where everybody's gonna be like, oh, that's the show. This is the Vinland Saga / Made in Abyss / all of this season. And we're gonna be like, but dude has a gun for his head. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, no, it's not worth the risk. Absolutely not. Let's move on to Ore wo suki nano wa omae dake kayo by Connect. Question: what would you do if a girl you're interested in would confess to you? On top of that, what if there was another girl as well? A cool upperclassman adored by the whole school, and your cheerful, energetic childhood friend? I bet you would be over the moon. Thing is, what if there was an unexpected problem about the content of that confession?
Thank you for telling me nothing about the show. Description of the show.
Yeah, it's like, well, this is a harem, and they had all these harem shows.
Yeah, they could have literally just put harem in the title of the description and be like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, makes sense.
It's a harem and like with a quote unquote twist.
Wait, you're telling me the childhood friend and the school idol love him? Shock! I have never seen this before in an anime.
No, right.
I'm totally watching it though.
I am disappointed.
Be disappointed. Next, we have Pet by Geno Studio. The psychic suspense story revolves around people who possess the ability to infiltrate people's minds and manipulate memories. Their powers have been used in the underworld for covering up incidents, assassinations, and other deeds. These powers can not only destroy other spirits, but also corrupt the user's own hearts at the same time. The users have to protect their fragile and insecure hearts, as if chained to each other. They are called pets out of fear and despising. That's good try. You got it all the way to the end before you fucked up the.
I'm like, wait, where's the rest of it? Oh my god.
I swear half the fun of doing these is just looking for the horrible typos. But
yeah, it sounds Kingdom Hearts as fuck.
It does. It is done by the same people who did Golden Kamui, though. So cheers. It's gonna have good animation.
At the very least.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope they have.
No, I just noticed there's an eye in the background. That's creepy. I don't want to watch this.
Let's hope they have the same 3D bear though.
This is actually a spin-off all about the 3D bear. That's why it's called Pet.
Exactly. Up next, you have Fantasy Star Online 2, Episode Oracle by Gonzo. Based on Fantasy Star Online 2 MMORPGs published by Sega.
Mm-hmm.
It covers the first 3 episodes of the original game and an original story. The game storyline follows members of a planetary exploration organization, ARKS, or ARCS, based on the colony fleet Oracle that's searching for a habitable planet for its population. The members of ARCS defend Oracle and other planets from monsters called Darkers, which are under the control of the villainous Dark Phase Bowses. Yeah, sure, that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Now, with that out of the way, we have Psycho Pass 3 by Production IG, the 3rd season of the Psycho Pass TV anime. Now, Drew, do you want to fight for this? I have not seen Psycho Pass 2.
Oh, Psycho Pass 2 is like really good. It's really, really good. But from what you're saying, it sounds like, I don't know. I'm going to put this as a maybe for now. And while you read like the next one, when you read the next one, I'm just gonna skim through the.
All right.
Skim through the.
Well, you have to read the next one.
Well, I meant your next one.
Okay.
But up next is Radiant 2 by Lurchers, the 2nd season of Radiant.
Pass.
Well, I never watched the first.
Exactly. That's not judgment on Radiant. I just never saw it before.
Okay, cool. I was like, oh, that sounded really harsh.
Now we have Rifle is Beautiful by Studio 3HZ. Kokura Hikari is a first-year high school girl who loves rifle shooting. She entered Chidori High School because it has a shooting club, but finds that the club has been disbanded. She had only one day to find enough members to reform the club, but luckily was able to find 3 other first-year girls who had met at a competition in middle school. Thus begins the daily activities of the Chidori High School shooting club. I mean, it's cute.
There's already better gun anime.
I know, we have Azure Lane, not watching, but still.
I wasn't even talking about that, but okay. Up next, we have Shin Chuka Ichiban by Nas, not the rapper.
I'm about to say the rapper.
The story takes place in 19th century China during the King. I don't know how to say that word. Yeah,
King?
I don't want. I know, right? I'm just like, fuck. I feel like everyone's gonna be like, it's pronounced. Anyways, like King Dynasty, the emperor was weakened and the country was close to chaos. It was also during a fictitious era called the era of the Cooking Wars. Cool. It was an era in which top chefs with different cooking styles tried their best to improve their skills and become the best chef in China. Chef in China. It is a country where insulting a high-grade chef or fooling around with cooking could land a person in jail. Impersonating a top chef is as good as usurpation of authority. Ooh, that word triggers me because of Shadowverse. Chefs compete with each other in order to gain respect and even power, but also with the risk of losing everything. After the death of Mao's mother, Pai, who is called a fairy of cuisine, Mao becomes a super chef in order to take the title as grandmaster of his mother's restaurant. However, before taking his mother's place as master chef, he continues to travel China in order to learn more than many ways of cooking in hopes of becoming a legendary chef, just like his mother. During his journey, he meets great friends and fierce rivals which challenge him in the field of cooking. Fuck! That's
of all
long.
the shows that have a long-ass description, why is a cooking show the one that has...
Just to say no, too. Like,
yeah, no. Like, what? We have Shoukegki no Soma. Literally in the same season. What are you doing?
And literally up next.
Yeah. Shoukegki no Soma, Shin no Sara by JC Staff. This is the 4th season of Shoukegki no Soma.
I will actually fight for this one.
Drew's gonna fight for this. I still haven't seen season 3.
It is worth watching season 3 and then watching this. This is just really good. Like, it's just good.
Yeah, I did enjoy the first 2 seasons. So.
It's good. Up next is Stand My Heroes Piece of Truth by MSC. Based on the mobile game of the same name.
I'm downloading this mobile game right now. Stand My Heroes Piece of Truth.
Sounds like a nice title. However,
it actually sounds like an album. I would love that as like an album title. But alas, it is a mobile game. Speaking of games, we have Sora Online, Alicization War of Underworld.
Sure.
Yeah, the second part of Sora Online, Alicization.
Fuck you, Kirito.
Yeah, you know my mom. You know my mom recently got
I hope she's not
listening
to this.
No, she's not. But still.
Thank God. Up next, we have Valak's Love, Hood's Entertainment. High schooler Akutsu Takuma has learned to accept his lonely lot in life and is content surrounded by his studies. But when the god Odin taps him to save the world, alongside 9 Valkyries fueled by intimacy, Takuma can say goodbye to his solitary existence.
I'm totally watching this show. I love the trailer. The girls are hot and there's action. So that is like a recipe. Also, the studio looks like it's done a lot of ecchi. Oh my god, did they vanquish Did they do Queen's Blade?
Did they do Queen's Blade?
Oh, they did, yo. They did Seika no Quasar. They did Akisora. Oh no, I'm watching this shit. This is my anime of the season, guys. Sorry. Sorry, Babylon. This is the anime of the season. This is now the live watch show that we're doing. But no, we're not covering it. We'll that's just an Oni anime.
That is an Oni special. Next, Oni.
Oh, it's me. When she turns 10, we have Watashi Noruyoko no Noruyoku wa Heikinchi de Itayone by Project Number 9.
Yes, that is that
that
deal.
one. Mm-hmm. When she turns 10 years old, Adele. All right.
Hello from
the other side. Adele Van Asham is hit with a horrible headache and memories of her previous life as an 18-year-old Japanese girl named Kurihara Misato. That life changed abruptly, however, when Misato died trying to aid a little girl and met God. During the meeting, she made an odd request and asked for average abilities in her next life. but few things, especially wishes, ever go as planned. I actually think I heard something about this show, or like this manga or light novel before. I'll watch it on my own time, but God, some isekai, please, no more. We have one this season, that's because it's by Konosuba's author that we're watching.
Up next is the easiest one for me to read. Is Z/X Code Reunion by Patron.
No description.
No description. That is literally just all it is.
I admire the bald take.
But these are the same people who did Joshikose.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know,
Passione is great. Passione does some good stuff.
Yeah, they do some good stuff, and then they do High School DxD Hero.
Oh yeah, that great show.
Yeah.
The Chins.
Oh, trigger.
Again, an Oni show who I will watch in my own time.
Gross. Take us away.
We have last Zoids Wild Zero by Oriental Light and Sound, the second seasons of Zoid Zero. God, I love Zoids so much as a kid, but unfortunately this is not the Zoids I grew up with.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't have
Liger Zero.
That name is. I was thinking about the main guy. Wasn't the name like Bit?
Yeah, was it Bit? It was some stupid
name.
Bit Cloud or something?
That's what I thought it was called, but I was like...
That's so stupid, but
am I just imposing the Final Fantasy 7 because it's blonde?
I think it might be Bit Cloud.
Yeah.
That's so 90s, early 2000s name. Bit Cloud. Anyway, so those are our list of shows coming out for this season in anime. Some leftovers, we also have Dr. Stone. For those of you enjoying Dr. Stone, we'll be still watching Fire Force and Vinland Saga. We'll carry those into the new season, so we'll still be covering those shows. Which means we have 4 shows. Well, not 4, because we also have...
Nope.
We're also watching Hero Academia.
So...
Babylonia. That's 4 total.
So you have
5 because we're watching Kemono Michi, which is the wrestling show. Which means we have...
2 left?
2 left, but one's a viewer choice. Patron choice.
So we have 1 left.
So we have 1 show to pick. 1 show for us to pick. It makes sense. 1 show for us to pick, and 1 show for the patrons to pick.
Yeah,
yes.
for our Patreons.
By the way, if you want to vote, only $1. So, let's see what we have. Do we want Bokutachi Benkyo Dekinai 2? Or Azure Lane? Or Chunibyo?
I want Shingeki no Soma. I'm like, that's clearly like the better anime than all of them.
Alright, so everything else, you're just fighting for Shoukegki no Soma.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to take out everything except Azure Lane. Alright, now, our choices between Azure Lane and Shoukegki no Soma. ... We already... See, my thing is we already have a bunch of action. I'm kind of...
Yeah, but you don't have no cooking.
Oh yeah, the cooking is an entire genre.
It's not, but it's very rare. We don't watch cooking anime that often.
You count the action shows. We have 2...
Shingeki no Soma.
3... 4... Like 4 of our 7 shows are action shows.
Oh yes, let's add on another one with Azure Lane.
Fine, we'll do Shoukegeki no Soma because I really liked the first 2 seasons. And I gotta watch the 3rd one. But you guys can still pick. So make sure if you're a patron or if you want to become a patron, link in the description below. Only costs $1. You get beautiful perks and you get to pick what show we're covering. Also, if you are a patron, there should be a poll up on the Discord and on Patreon and on YouTube comments or YouTube's community post thing, where you can select among the choices or put your own choice for what we should watch. Far be it from me to influence the vote, but Azure Lane's right there. So just know that that's what I'm hoping for.
If the viewers want us to watch Azure Lane, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I can live with that.
The viewers are gonna fucking vote for the bill fight.
Please.
I do want to say this. if it's something that we're clearly not like, if it's like season 7 of fucking Gundam and we didn't see the first or B stars, we're not gonna watch it. It has to be within reason. Like even if it's something like Ihara no Sora or Africa no Salaryman or whatever, it's fine. But nothing that's like 7 seasons that we have to catch up on, or clearly like made for kids, like this kaiju step $1 thing. No, we're rejecting
something
those.
That we clearly just don't care about.
Which is not as hamstringing as you think. So
yeah.
I think that about wraps it up. So this upcoming season, we will be continuing with Fire Force, continuing with Vinland Saga. We will be watching Boku no Hero Academia Season 4. We'll also be watching Babylonia, as well as with you guys who are $5 patrons or YouTube sponsors. We're also watching Kemono Michi, and we're watching Shoukegki no Soma Season 4. So that about wraps it up. If you guys saw something you want to see, let us know in the comments down below what you're interested in checking out. Also, if you enjoyed our guide, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you can catch our podcast as it goes up every week. If you aren't already, do follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party over on our Discord. And again, Patreon is there, has a bunch of nice perks. Drew, you have anything you'd like to add?
Can't wait for this new series, guys. Ooh, it's gonna be good. Fall season 2019 hype.
Yes. What are you most looking forward to?
I of all them, I am no Boku no Hero because I think that's gonna be good. I feel like I'm gonna cop out and say Babylonia because I truly don't know what. Like, even though I know the story, obviously because we played through it, it's like I'm just curious at how they're going to adapt everything. Like, I'm nervous, but it's like but in a good way. Like, I like a nice, nervous, excited.
Yeah. Also, look, it looks like it's 24 episodes confirmed, so that's excellent.
Yes, I would say so.
Obviously, that's what I'm most excited for, too. Guys, let us know what you're most excited for this season as well. And until our podcast next week, this has been Silveroni and
Scooby-Doo.
We'll catch you guys next week. Later.
Bye.